saw this opportunity come up for a specialist teacher in Woorabinda, and I thought, I'm going to go and apply for it. And I got it, and then a couple of weeks later the principal asked my wife to apply for the business manager job, and she got that as well, so it worked out well. The kids are full of smiles, they're very enthusiastic, they'll often want to know everything about you, and the more you can tell them about your life, the more you'll get out of them in the classroom.
Woorabinda State School has approximately 190 students from kindergarten to year 6. We have 9 general classrooms as well as specialist teachers who come in and teach our language lessons, which is Gungaloo, which is an amazing program that is run in conjunction with elders in our community, as well as science and PE. Currently at Woorabinda State School we are starting down the journey of age-appropriate pedagogies, looking at different ways we can teach our students and how we can incorporate their culture into their learning and make sure that it is done in an authentic and relevant way to our students.
My name's Milton Lawton. I'm a descendant of the Bidjara and the Gungaloo people of Central Highlands. I'm currently living and working on my mother's country, Gungaloo country. I take my spiritual connection to her and my physical connection to my father's country.
We looked at the eagle in his big claw.
What we've endeavoured to do here at the primary school is combine culture with the science curriculum because of the nature of how we teach our young people to know about their culture. And look, our people were pretty much masters of all areas of science, from physics to geology to whatever. They were masters of their environment, and so it's quite easy for me to combine culture into science, and we do that in a really great way.
You guys know the sand that's down the creek? Yes. If you want to be a fancy scientist, you've got to call that sediment, okay? Sediment.
My name is Neola Savage. I'm a Woorabinda woman. I'm a teacher at Woorabinda State School. I am very passionate about embedding our Indigenous perspectives into the curriculum, because the kids here, some of them have never gone outside, so all they know is Woorabinda and the culture of Woorabinda. They know about going out bush, they know about the community and how it works. So talking about things that are in this community, the people that come here, is very important, about the culture, about the dancing, about the language. It's so important for the Indigenous perspectives be put into the curriculum.
At Woorabinda State School we are really lucky to have a full-time head of curriculum who works really closely with our teachers to make sure that we're up to date with the current learning and teaching techniques. We also are really well supported by regional office, and our regional staff come out to our school and help us to make sure that we are doing the right work at the right time for the right reasons. So at the moment we are focusing on reading. Our goal is to have every one of our students who leave our school gate reading to a level where they can be lifelong learners and participants in our community and our world.
Slime.
Oh, no, that's with that sound. You want to try again?
Our major challenge here at Woorabinda is attendance. Getting our kids to school and having them ready to learn are two completely different things. You know, we work alongside parents, we work alongside our wellbeing team to get them into the school gates, and then we work really hard to have them ready to learn every day. We do that through for our breakfast club, which is a great program, as well as we have a bus run for our students every day, and we have people on those buses who are picking up our kids and talking to parents every day.
I'm a councillor, the local council here. You know,
also work with the well-being team here at the school. With RSS, well, we go do a check on the kids' well-being and go up and try and get up. We do the bus runs in the morning and try and get as much kids to school every day. It's very important that they come to school, and we go speak to the parents, the caregivers, and ask them, how come the kids are not coming to school, or if they're sick, or if we're going to get forms signed, we go and see the parents. I'd like every teacher that comes to this school or to our community to be the best in their profession. Like, come and teach our kids. Give them that, set the standards high for them to receive that better education for our kids. For them to grow up in life to be the teachers in our community, be the doctors, police officers, nurses. It all starts here for us. No matter if we're Indigenous or not, we should all have the same education.
Well, I've been here a bit less than 12 months now, and I found Woorabinda through some other teachers who were here. I knew I needed to do my rural service, and it was just a means of finding where to go, and I'd done some research, made contact with teachers who were here. They all had some kind words to say about Woorabinda, so I thought, why not? So I gave it a chance, and I came down here and I love it.
This is called the recipe. Can you say recipe? Recipe. Now the recipe tells us. It tells us what we need, how much, and how we mix it all together.
I wanted to know more about Indigenous culture, and I just couldn't see a better way to do that. So I teach kindergarten, and in my eyes, it's the best. I love those kids. They are so bright, so eager. I've never met a better bunch of kids. I absolutely love them. They're engaged in everything, and they're so inquisitive. So if they see somebody that they don't know, they don't hesitate to go up and ask them who they are. And they love learning. They're just the most beautiful bunch of kids ever. I just love them. I'm going to be sad to see them go up to the next year level because I don't want to let them go. The children are the best learners. They learn best through learning about their culture and things that they know. So if you are teaching things about animals, you will teach animals that they already know, and they just teach themselves. Yeah, they're great.
Alright, then what was the story the houses told us? Now remember, there was no sound and there was no speaking.
I moved to Woorabinda in January this year. My country is Gubbi Gubbi from the Bundaberg area. I'm a proud Gubbi Gubbi woman. I'm still learning a lot about my culture as well, and I'm loving learning about the different cultures and Woorabinda as well.
And how did we know the old house passed away? What did they show us?
Woorabinda, I have felt very welcomed into the community. Even though I've only moved here this year, I've already made contact with a lot of the elders in the community. The staff at Woorabinda are so supportive, and I know that everyone here is passionate about helping our students. I think a teacher coming to Woori needs to be open to new ways of teaching, new ways of talking to students, managing behaviours. They also need to be passionate about helping students and learning why it's different for Indigenous students to learn at school.
At Woorabinda State School, we've got tremendous opportunity for professional development here. So we'll often even have the opportunity to bring our teacher aide along to particularly literacy professional development, because that is our core focus, is reading.
I definitely think being out here, I'm going to become the best teacher that I will ever be. I've learnt so much already, and I know that I've already got so much to learn. There is some stigma around coming out to do rural teaching, that you're not doing the same work or getting the same out of being here than you would at a metro school. But I would absolutely say no way.
Engaging with community is critical in what we do here at Woorabinda. In order to understand our kids, I would recommend any teacher to go out and meet the families. So take one of our member of the wellbeing team, they'll come out with you. Take your teacher aide, take one of the staff who have been here a few years. We'll come with you, we'll help you meet the families, and we'll get them to engage with you. Once you understand the families and their situations, it's a lot easier to understand the kids, and you can better help them achieve their learning goals.
Parents love hearing about how well their students are learning, how their children are learning, and they love hearing the success stories. Even just the little things like, oh, they managed to do this today and they haven't been able to do that before. They love hearing about that. Even if you're out in community and you see them and you'd be like, oh, remember that time that you did that? And the parents will bring it up with them as well. It's, yeah, very rewarding to myself, the child and the parent. We all love it, yeah.
I've seen teachers come into the school and I've invited them to come with me for a walk around the community, and we've walked around down the community, down the streets, and I've introduced them to different people, and they've connected. They've connected, say, oh, this is such and such's mother, or grandmother, or whatever, or grandfather, and so they've got to be seen outside the community.
Our Indigenous teacher aides are priceless. They are part of our classroom, and you know, we can't do our work without them. They're the link between us and community, and it's really important that we value them and work alongside them to benefit our kids.
They know the kids, they know the families, and if the kids say something and then I'm not really sure what they say, the teacher aides, they know, they can help me.
When Sam started, I introduced her to families and some of the children, because I knew some of the children from daycare, because before working here I worked at daycare. Yeah, I think we play a big part of it, because we know the children and we know the families, and well, I've built a lot of bond with a lot of these children, and yeah, Woorie's a good place. You can walk down the street and say hello to everyone and they'll say hello back, you know. Or they probably pull up and have a yarn with you.
So here in Woorabinda, we have our own, there's a hospital here, there's a medical centre, police station, fire, so I feel completely safe if I ever need any of those emergency services. We also have a shop here, post office, all of that, and there's a fuel station here too, so we're never without, you know. People think that when you're out here you got nothing, but that's not true.
In my downtime, I like to walk the dogs, go to the pub with a few of the teachers into Woorabinda, which is only about a 25-minute drive down the road. I like to go into Rockhampton and Yeppoon on the weekends and go shopping, go to the beach. It's a lot of fun. I also like to go play basketball and netball on Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons. It's a lot of fun.
I think I can help the teachers that might be planning to come and work in this community in a way that they might not get elsewhere, particularly in cities. I can assist them in nourishing their spirit in a culturally appropriate way, getting them to understand the environment that they're working in out here, and we have some of the most amazing spaces on country out here. We're surrounded by some really amazing national parks, and there are some big stories that sit on these countries, and so I encourage people to have a deep sense of belonging when they're on country here, and if they come to this school, I will do everything I can to make sure that any staff that might be planning to come to this community will have an insight into our story, and through an understanding of our story, hopefully they'll have a greater understanding of the broader communities of our people right across this country.
Please come along to Woorabinda. It's a pretty enjoyable place. You'll be a person who unknown at the start, but as soon as you get in the community, you'll know who's who and what, and the kids will know you, the community will know you. Yes, come to Woorabinda.
If you're a recent graduate and you've got a passion for Indigenous education, I highly recommend you come to Woorabinda. There's great opportunity here to do a lot of professional development, make some awesome friendships, some great connections with kids, and really hone your skills as a teacher. You'll be better for it.
You'll meet a lot of new people. You'll love it up here. Love it out the bush. Yeah, just come and enjoy your time, and hopefully we can get people to stay longer.
Hi, my name's Jamal, this is Rani. And we are the school captains of the school, and we want the best teachers at our school.
The staff are a family and they work together to build the lives of these children, and it's, you know, that coming together for the right purpose and to make a difference in these kids' lives. It's just a beautiful thing, and it makes my heart so happy to see so many amazing people come together for this community and for the purpose of educating our children.
If you're thinking of coming to Woorabinda, make sure you have a passion to teach Indigenous children. Make sure that you've done your homework and read up about the history of Aboriginal people and how you can assist young children to learn.
To any teachers who want to come out to Woori and they're a bit hesitant about it, I would say absolutely do it. It's been the best adventure ever. And the school really needs teachers who are committed to being here a bit more long term, but I can easily see why you'd want to stay here long term. It's amazing.
Do it. If you're thinking about coming out here, do it. It's an amazing opportunity. You'll learn so much. You'll learn so much about community and culture. It's great.
And the people you will meet, the difference you will make, you won't regret it.
To those people that might be thinking about coming to work in Woorabinda in the primary school, I say come, but you come with lots of love in your heart, because you're going to leave with lots of love. We'll make sure that you've taken everything that we have with you. And yeah, so Ngai Bunda Yinda, Yogugu. I carry you in my heart. It's my way of saying I love you. And if you come to the school to work, they will get that every day. Not in a verbal way every day, but it will be sent to them in a spiritual way if they don't get it in a verbal way. So.